paper, term 2, mathematics standard. The code is 041, the class 10, session 2021-22. So term 2 question, sample question paper. We'll just go into what are the details in this. It is like, unlike the term 1 question paper, we had multiple choice questions. In this we don't have multiple choice questions. You have to answer the questions. So time allowed is 2 hours, maximum marks are 40. So what are the general instructions? We'll just go through. Question paper consists of 14 questions. It is divided into 3 sections, A, B and C. All questions are compulsory. You are having an internal choice. So section A comprises of 6 questions of 2 marks each. Internal choice has been provided in 2 questions. So out of 6 questions, you are having 2 internal choice which is given. Then section B comprises of 4 questions of 3 marks each. Internal choice has been provided in 1 question. So only 1 question has 1 internal choice. Then section C comprises of 4 questions of 4 marks each. And internal choice has been provided in 1 question. So it contains 2 case study based problems. The first question, section A, this is for 2 marks each. So find the value of A25 minus A15 for the AP 6, 9, 12, 15 and so on. So what is the solution of this? We'll just go through, which I have done here. In this you are having 2 choices given for first one. You can do either the first or the second choice. So the first choice solution is given AP 6, 9, 12, 15 and so on. Thus you are having in this, what is A? The first term is 6. The common difference 9 minus 6 is equal to 3. We know that an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. This is finding out the nth term. So finding a25, what is the value of a25 is equal to a plus 25 minus 1 into d. So a25 can be written as a plus 24d. Now putting a is equal to 6 and d is equal to 3, you get a25 is equal to 6 plus 24 into 3. A25 is equal to 6 plus 72, which is 78. Finding A15. A15 can be written as a plus 14d. So putting a is equal to 6 and d is equal to 3. A15 is equal to 6 plus 14 into 3, which is equal to 6 plus 42. So A15 is equal to 48. Thus A25 minus A15 is equal to 78 minus 48, which is equal to 30. This is the first answer because they asked me to find out the difference between the 25th and the 15th term. So now going into the next question. Next question is, if 7, that's a choice 2. In the first question you are having 2 choices, either the first one or the second one. So what's the second one? We'll see. If 7 times the 7th term of AP is equal to 5 times the 5th term, then find the value of its 12th term. So 7th term is A7, 5th term is A5. So how do we do this? Here we know that AN is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. So given that 7 times the 7th term is equal to 5 times the 5th term. So 7 into A7 is equal to 5 into A5. So 7 into the 7th term can be written as A plus 60 using AN is equal to A7 is equal to A plus 7 minus 1 into D, you get A plus 60. And 5 into A plus 5 minus 1 into D, that is A plus 4D. So 7A plus 42D distributive law, which is equal to 5A plus 20D. So 7A minus 5A, bring all the like terms to one side. So 7A minus 5A is equal to 20D minus 42D. So 2A is equal to minus 22D. A is equal to minus 11D. To find the 12th term, A12 is equal to A plus 11D. So A12 is equal to A plus 11D means putting A is equal to minus 11D. You are getting A12 is equal to minus 11D plus 11D, which is equal to 0. So 12th term is 0. So for the answer writing, you are writing the answer, you are getting 1 mark. Then what is A value, you are getting half mark, and what is the given condition, that is 7 times the 7th term is equal to 5 times the 5th term, we are getting half mark. Even for the previous question also you are given all the marks at the side. So according to this, if you write all this, you will be getting 2 marks completely. Now going into what is the second question. Let's see what's the second question. Find the value of m so that the quadratic equation mx into 5x minus 6 is equal to 0 has 2 equal roots. In this you don't have any choice, and this carries 2 marks, and this is a compulsory question. So the second problem given equation is mx into 5x minus 6 is equal to 0. To find the value of m if the roots are equal. This means b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. So now if you consider the general form, comparing the above equation with the general equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We have mx into 5x minus 6 is equal to 0, which implies that 5mx square minus 6mx is equal to 0. So now in order to find the value of m, we have to write down, if the roots are equal, we have b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. So now comparing this with the general equation, this equation and this equation, if we compare, we have a is equal to 5m, b is equal to minus 6m, and c is equal to 0. So now substituting in b square minus 4ac, what do we get here? We are getting here b square is nothing but minus 6m whole square minus 4 into a is 5m into c means 0 is equal to 0. So minus 6m whole square is equal to 0, or 36m square is equal to 0, which implies that m is equal to 0. So m is equal to 0 is not possible. Why? Because since a becomes 0, that is the coefficient of x square is equal to 0, which means that the given equation is not a quadratic equation. So if there was a misprint in this problem, there should be a plus 9. Actually in the textbook you have mx into 5x minus 6 plus 9 equal to 0, the given equation. So if we solve using that equation, what is the value of m, what can be accepted and what can be rejected, we'll just see using that also. This is the problem which is given in your sample paper. So for this we got m is equal to 0, which is not possible because a should not be equal to 0, that is the coefficient of x square is equal to 0 over here. So a is equal to 0 means it's not a quadratic equation, a should not be equal to 0. So that is why we'll do even the problem by taking here in this mx into 5x minus 6 plus 9 equal to 0 and see what is the answer we get. So I am doing that. Given equation is mx into 5x minus 6 plus 9 is equal to 0. So 5m into x square minus 6mx plus 9 is equal to 0. Comparing with equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, a is equal to 5m, b is equal to minus 6m, c is equal to 9. So since the equation has 2 equal roots, that means d is equal to 0. That is the discriminant, which is equal to b square minus 4ac equal to 0. For this you have half mark. Then next, what is b you have to write, and then you write what is b square minus 6m whole square minus 4 into a is 5m, c is 9 equal to 0. So this gives you 36 m square minus 180 m is equal to 0. Or if you take out 6 common, you're getting it as 6 into 6 m square minus 30 m is equal to 0. Now you take 0 by 6 to the other side, or divide by 6 on both the sides, you get 6 m square minus 30 m is equal to 0. Again, if you take 6 common for both of them, you get minus 5m is equal to 0. Again, you divide by 6 on both sides, you get m square minus 5m equal to 0. So m into m minus 5 is equal to 0. For this, you are having half mark again. So thus m is equal to 0 and m is equal to 5. But if m is equal to 0, then the equation would not be quadratic equation. So m is equal to 0 is not possible. Therefore, m is equal to 5 is the answer. This is also half mark. So you are having totally here how it is distributed. For the discriminant equal to 0, 1 half mark. What is the equation you are getting for that half mark? Then what is the solution? Then what is the final answer? So the distribution of the marks is distributed in this way. The next question is, from a point P, two tangents PA and PB are drawn to a circle C 0R. That is, the center is 0 O or 0 you can take. R is the radius. If OP is equal to TR, then find angle APB. What type of triangle is APB? We have to. Third one, we are given OP is equal to 2R. The center is O. Tangents drawn from an external point P to the circle are equal in length. So what is equal here? PA is equal to PB. At the point of contact, tangent is perpendicular to the radius. So therefore you are having that in triangle AOP, sin theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. So theta is this, that is AO by OP. Sin theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse, because angle PAO is 90 degrees. We know that at the point of contact, tangent is perpendicular to the radius. So therefore you are getting here opposite side by hypotenuse is nothing but R by 2R, which is equal to half. Therefore sin theta is equal to half, implies theta is equal to 30 degrees. So now you know that angle APB is equal to 2 theta, which is equal to 60 degrees, as PA is equal to PB. We know that from an external point these two tangents are equal. Since PA is equal to PB, the angles opposite to them also are equal. So angle BAP is equal to angle ABP, which is equal to x degrees. So angles opposite to equal sides are equal. That is PAB is equal to PBA. So now we are having in triangle PAB, we are having the sum of all the angles, that is angle PAB, if you consider angle APB plus PAB, that is this angle, this whole angle from here to here, this angle plus this angle plus this angle, the sum of this, because it forms a triangle, it is nothing but equal to 180 degrees. And you also know that angle BAP is equal to angle APB from this. So you can take from this that it's equal to x. So therefore angle APB we found it to be equal to 60 degrees. 60 plus x is equal to 180. So 60 plus 2x is equal to 180. 2x is equal to 180 minus 60, which is equal to 120. So x is equal to 120 by 2, which is equal to 60 degrees. Since all the angles are 60 degrees, therefore triangle PAB is an equilateral triangle, because all the angles are 60 degrees. It's an equilateral triangle. The next problem is, the curved surface area of a right circular cone is 12320 centimeter square, that is 12,320 centimeter square. If the radius of the base is 56 centimeters, then find its height. So fourth one, let radius of the cone be equal to R, which is equal to 56 centimeters. Height of the cone is which we have to find out. Therefore h is equal to we are taking the height of the cone as h centimeters, which we have to find out. Slant height of the cone is L centimeters. Given that curved surface area of the cone is 12320, therefore pi RL is equal to 12320. From this you can find out what is the slant height. So therefore we are putting all the values. 22 by 7 into 56 into L is equal to 12320. So here 7 ones are, here you can take 7 ones are, 7 eights are 56. Therefore 22 into 8 into L is equal to 12,320. So if you are dividing here 12,320 divided by 22 into 8, you are getting L is equal to 70 centimeters. So for this one, writing the formula, you are getting half mark. Then for finding out L, you are getting 1 mark. Then finding the height of the cone is, you know what is height of the, how do you find out the height of the cone? L square slant height, L square is equal to h square plus r square. Using Pythagoras theorem, we'll get that, because all the cones are right circular cones. So you're getting this. So therefore 70 square is equal to h square plus 56 whole square. So h square is equal to 70 square minus 56 square. Or you can write h square is equal to 70 plus 56 into 70 minus 56. Like a square minus b square can be written as a plus b into a minus b, using that formula. So you're getting h square is equal to 14 into 126. 14 can be written as 7 into 2. And 126 can be written as 63 into 2. Again you divide that, you will be getting 7 into 2, writing prime factors here, all prime factors, so that it will become easy for you to find out what is h value. So 7 into 9 into 2. So you bring all the 7s to one side, so all the 2s. 9 can be written as 3 into 3. So therefore what is h? You remove one value from each and everything. So 7 into 2 into 3. So 42 centimeters is h. So for this you have height is equal to 42 centimeters, height of the cone. That is, for this you will get half mark. Next, going to the next question. Mrs. Garg recorded the marks obtained by her students in the following table. She calculated the model marks of the students of the class as 45. While printing the data, a blank was left. Find the missing frequency in the table given below. So now this is a model class, means mode you are having. Mode is given to us from this. Therefore, how do we find this problem? What is the missing frequency? We can table which you are having. Marks obtained are 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, 80 to 100, and number of students 5, 10. We are taking that which is empty as x, 6 and 3. So now here the height or the size of the class is 20 minus 0 or 40 minus 20, 60 minus 40. All this is nothing but equal to 20. So therefore given mode from the problem, you are given that mode is equal to 45. Since mode is equal to 45, it lies in this class. This is called as the modal class, 40 to 60. So the lower limit of this we take, and we consider the frequency of this as f1, the previous one as f0, and the next one as f2. So mode formula is equal to, and modal, therefore modal class is equal to 40 to 60 here I have written. So mode is equal to L plus f1 minus f0 by 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. So now for this formula you are having half mark, where L is equal to lower limit of the modal class, which is equal to 40. H is equal to class interval size, that is 20 minus 0 or 40 minus 20 or 60 minus 40, whatever we take in those intervals. It's equal to 20. F1 is frequency of the modal class, that is equal to x. F0 is frequency of the preceding modal class, which is equal to 10. F1 you are having next F2. F2 is equal to frequency of the succeeding modal class, which is equal to 6. So therefore here you are having all the values which are given from this, we have written over there. So mode is equal to L plus f1 minus f0 by 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. So 45 is equal to 40 plus x minus 10 by 2x minus 10 minus 6 into 20. I have just substituted all those values. So you're getting 40 minus 40 is equal to 45 minus 40 is 5, is equal to x minus 10 by 2x minus 16 into 20. So then you can take out 2 common in the denominator. So 2 and this 20 will get cancelled with 10. So x minus 10 by x minus 8 You bring this 10 this the other side, dividing 10 on both the sides also you can tell. So 5 by 10, and here if you divide by 10 it becomes 1. So 5 by 10 is equal to x minus 10 by x minus 8. So x minus cross multiply, x minus 8 is equal to 2 into x minus 10, which implies that x minus 8 is equal to 2x minus 20. 2x minus x, bring all the like terms to one side. So I have brought this, I took this 20 to the other side and x to this side we brought. So 2x minus x is equal to 20 minus 8, x is equal to 12. This is the value of the missing frequency. This is half mark if you are writing the answer. Now going into the in this you are having the first question was given 2 choices, and the next sixth one is also given to 2 choices. So this is the last 2 mark problem which we are having. If Ritu were younger by 5 years than what she really is, then the square of her age would have been 11 more than 5 times the present age. What is her present age? So here we'll just see what is defined from this problem. So let the present age of Ritu be equal to x years. Given that if Ritu were younger by 5 years, then what she really is, then the square of her age would have been 11 more than 5 times her present age. So 11 more than 5 times her present age means 5x plus 11, and the square of her age which she is 5 years when she was 5 years younger. So x minus 5 whole square is equal to 5x plus 11. From according to the question we get this equation. So expand this using a minus b whole square formula. You are getting x square plus 5 square minus 10x is equal to 5x plus 11, or x square minus 10x plus 25 minus 11 minus 5x, bringing everything to one side. So you are getting x square minus 15x plus 14 is equal to 0. So factorizing 14 into 1 is 14, 14 plus 1 is 15. So minus 14 minus 1 is minus 15. So you can write minus 15 as x square minus 14x minus x plus 14 equal to 0. So x into x minus 14 minus 1 into x minus 14 is equal to 0. So x minus 1 into x minus 14 is equal to 0. X minus 1 is equal to 0. X minus 14 is equal to 0. For this you are having 14 half mark. Therefore x is equal to 1, x is equal to 14. But x is equal to 1 is not possible, as Ritu's age 5 years ago cannot be negative. If you write x minus 5, then if you put 1 minus 5 you are getting it as minus 4, and Ritu is then nobody can have negative age, isn't it? So therefore that is not valid. X is equal to 1 is not possible. Therefore hence x is equal to 14. Ritu's present age is 14. Now the second choice question is we have to solve this equation 9x square minus 6px plus, solve for x, this is 9x square minus 6px plus p square minus q square is equal to 0. Comparing equation with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, a is equal to 9, b is equal to minus 6p, c is equal to p square minus q square. So we know that d is equal to b square minus 4ac, that is the discriminant. So for this we are having half mark. So d is equal to, put all the values of what is b, what is a, what is c. So minus 6p whole square minus 4 into 9 into p square minus q square. So if you are multiplying this into, you are getting first term as 36p square minus 36p square plus 36q square. So these two terms will get cancelled, that is 36 in this. Therefore d is equal to 36q square. You can take this as half mark. Now using quadratic formula to find roots, x is equal to minus b plus or minus root d by 2a. So you are getting minus 6b, what is b we have tried, plus or minus root of the discriminant which we got, 36q square by 2 into 9. So you are getting here minus into minus gives you 6 positive, plus 6p plus or minus root of 6q whole square by 18. So you can write it as 6q over there, 6p plus 6 plus or minus 6q by 18. So remove 6 common, 6 ones are 6 threes are, you're getting x is equal to p plus or minus q by 3. Thus x is equal to p plus q by 3 and x is equal to p minus q by 3. For this we are having one more half mark. So the distribution of marks is given. These are all 2 marks questions, the 6 questions. We are having the first and the sixth one. 2 choices are given. Only 2 questions you are having internal choices. The remaining all you have to do all of them compulsorily. Now going into the 4 questions for 3 marks we are having. So what are those questions we'll see. So going into section B, 7th one, following is the distribution of the long jump competition in which 250 students participated. Find the median distance jumped by the students. Interpret the median. So distance in meters is given as 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. Number of students is 40, 80, 62, 38 and 30. So we have to find out cumulative frequency for this, and then using the median formula we'll find out what is the. So now this is the way we are having distance in meters, number of students is Fi, and cumulative frequency. The first cumulative frequency is 40, then 40 plus 80 is 120, then 120 plus 62 is 182, then 220, then 250, and the total of all the number of students is 250. So how do we find out the median? We just see median is equal to L plus N by 2 minus cumulative frequency by frequency into H. Here N by 2 is nothing but sigma Fi by 2, which is equal to 250 by 2, which is equal to 125. Therefore 2 to 3 is the median class, and L is equal to 2, H is equal to 1 minus 0, because 0 to 1 or 2 minus 1 or 3 minus 2 or 4 minus 3, that is the size of the class, which is equal to 1. Now cumulative frequency is that frequency. Now you are having 125 which is given. So this is 125. This will become the median class. This is your F, this is CF, and this is the lower limit. You have to choose a number which is just greater than 125. So number which is just greater than 125 here is 182. So therefore you are taking the previous frequency, cumulative frequency as CF, and this frequency of that median class is 62. L is equal to 2. So therefore here putting all those values which we are having here in this formula, putting values in the formula, median is equal to L plus N by 2 minus CF by F into H. So 2 plus 125 minus 120 by 65 into 1, and 2 plus 5 by 62, which is 2 plus 0.086806, which is 2.0806. So therefore median distance jumped by the student is 2.0806. By interpreting the median, we observe that 50% of the students jump below 2.0806 meters and 50% above 2.0806 meters. So now here you are having the distribution of the marks. This is half, this is half, this is half, this is also half mark. Here you are having half mark. So this writing the cumulative frequency over here, this is half mark. So 1, 2 and 3 marks. So from here on you are having all 3 marks. Next question is, so construct a pair of tangents to a circle of radius 4 centimeters which are inclined to each other at an angle of 60 degrees. So steps of construction. First what will you do is draw a circle of radius 4 centimeters. Draw horizontal radius OQ. That is first half mark for this, drawing the circle. Then draw angle of 120 degrees from point O. Let the ray of the angle intersect the circle at the point R. So now the ray is intersecting at the point R over here. So therefore you have to mark on the draw an arc of 120 degrees. Then what you draw 90 degrees from the point Q. After that you draw from this, you can see the construction. You can take here 90 degrees, draw an arc. You know how to draw 120 degrees, 90 degrees for a given straight line. You have to draw for that way. Taking O as center, for this you have taken 120 over here. The same way, taking Q as center, draw an arc, divide it into two parts, and then again you can take this as the center and this as the center, draw for 90 degrees. So you draw 90 degrees from Q. Then again draw 90 degrees from R. For this also having half mark. For drawing from Q also having half mark. Drawing 120 degrees also having half mark. Then where the two arcs intersect, mark it as point P. That is the point P. So where these two arcs intersect, that is the point of intersection. Therefore PQ and PR are the tangents at an angle of 60 degrees. So therefore here this will be giving you 1 mark. So this is which are inclined at an angle of 60 degrees. These are the arcs you have to draw. Draw it in this way, whichever is the construction done over here. First you do 120, then from Q 90, from R 90, and extend both the lines. You intersect at the point P. So PQ and PR are equal, are the tangents at an angle of 60 degrees. So this is the way you have to construct this. Then going into the next, the distribution given below shows the runs scored by batsmen in one-day cricket matches. Find the mean number of runs. So here you are having runs scored and number of batsmen given. So runs scored over here, you have to find out mean over here. So runs scored, number of students Fi, class mark is Xi, Di is equal to Xi minus A, that is A is assumed mean. Then you are having Di by H is equal to Ui into Fi. We haven't made so many columns. For this whole thing you are having 1.5 mark for each and everything. So how do we do this problem? First two columns are given to us from the problem itself. Class mark is Xi. How do we find out the class mark? 0 plus 40 divided by 2, that is 20. 40 plus 80 divided by 2 is 60. 80 plus 120 divided by 2 is 100. 120 plus 160 divided by 2 is 140. 160 plus 200 divided by 2 is 180. So this is the way you get class mark. The midpoint, you have to find out what is the midpoint of 0 to 40, 40 to 80, and so on. You will get this. Now what is Di? You have one value called as assumed mean. Assumed mean is some value which you can take the mid value from this column of 5 is given over here. So you are having total values which are given are 5. So therefore you can take the middle value, that is the third value. You can take 100 as the assumed mean, where A is called as the assumed mean. So now here Xi minus A, Xi is nothing but here 20. 20 minus 100 is equal to minus 80. 60 minus 100 is minus 40. 100 minus 100 is 0. 140 minus 100 is 40. 180 minus 100 is 80. So Di by H is equal to Ui, which means that this is minus 2, that is minus 80 divided by 2 by 40 is minus 2. Then again minus 40 divided by 40 is minus 1. 0 divided by 40 is 0. 40 divided by 40 is 1. 80 divided by 40 is 2. And here Ui into Fi is minus 24 to minus 2 into 12. This Ui into this Fi. So minus 24 in minus 2 into 12 is minus 24. Then minus 1 into 20 is minus 20. 0 into 35 is 0. 1 into 30 is 30. 2 into 23 is 46. So you are getting here sigma Ui Fi is equal to 32. And here sigma Fi is nothing but equal to 120. So now X bar is equal to mean, which is equal to A plus sigma Fi Ui divided by sigma Fi into H, where A is equal to assumed mean, which is equal to 100. Hence is class size 40 minus 0, which is equal to 40. Putting values in the formula, x bar is equal to 100 plus 32 by 120 into 40, which is equal to 100 plus 10.6666, which is equal to 110.666. So thus the mean number of runs are 110.666 runs. So here you can see the distribution of mark. This is 1.5, this is half. Then you have, for the formula you having 100, then substituting all the values is half. Then for the final answer it is half. Now what is the 10th one? We'll see. Two vertical poles of different heights are standing 20 meters away from each other on the level ground. The angle of elevation of the top of the first pole from the foot of the second pole is 60 degrees, and the angle of elevation of the top of the second pole from the foot of the first pole is 30 degrees. Find the difference between the heights of the two. Here now you can see that let the two poles be AB and CD. Given length of the road is 20 meters. So BC is equal to 20 meters. Also angle ACB is equal to 30 degrees. Angle DBC is equal to 60 degrees. So we need to find the difference between the heights of the poles, that is CD minus AB. In right angle triangle ABC, you are having tan 30 is equal to opposite by adjacent side, that is AB by BC. So therefore you are having AB is equal to 20 by root 3. For this you are having half mark. For the figure you are having 1 mark. So therefore in right angle triangle DBC you are having one more right angle triangle DBC. Tan 60 is equal to opposite by adjacent, that is CD by BC. So root 3 is equal to CD by 20, which implies that CD is equal to 20 root 3. For this you have one more half mark again. Now the difference between the heights is CD minus AB is equal to 20 root 3 minus 20 by root 3. So 20 into root 3 minus 20 by root 3 is equal to 60 minus 20 by root 3. That is 40 by root 3. Now rationalizing we get 40 by root 3 into root 3 by root 3, that is 40 root 3 by 3, which is equal to 23.06 centimeters is the answer. Therefore this is again half mark over here you are having for this. Now going into the next choice 2 question, you are having again in this you are having two choices. So the second choice we are going into, a boy 1.7 meter tall is standing on a horizontal ground 50 meters away from a building. The angle of elevation of the top of the building from his eye is 60 degrees. Calculate the height of the building. So what is the height of the building? We'll just see. So here boy is standing 50 meters from the meters away from the building. So therefore QB is equal to 50 meters. Boy is 1.7 meters tall. PQ is equal to 1.7 meters. Given that angle of elevation of the top of the building from the boy's eye is equal to 60 degrees. For the figure you are having 1 mark over here. Angle APC is equal to 60 degrees. Now PC and QB are both parallel lines. Therefore PC is equal to QB, which is equal to 50 meters. PQ and BC are also parallel lines. Therefore PQ is equal to BC is equal to 1.7 meters. So for this you have half mark. Now let the height of the building be h meters. AB is equal to h meters. In right angle triangle APC, we are having tan 60 is equal to opposite by adjacent side, that is AC by PC. Tan 60 is equal to AC by PC, which means that it is equal to AC by 50. Root 3 is equal to AC by 50, and you know that AC can be written as AB minus AC is equal to nothing but AC, this part only till here. This is equal to AB minus BC. So therefore you can write it as 50 root 3 if you take into the other side is equal to AB minus BC. So 50 root 3 is equal to AB minus 1.7. So AB is equal to 15 to 1.73 plus 1.7. So AB is equal to 86.5 plus 1.7. AB is equal to 88.2 meters. Height of the building is 88.2 meters. This is also half mark. So this is half, this is half, this is half, and for the figure you're having 1 mark. So totally the marks are distributed in that way. Section C, this carries 4 marks. The internal external radii of a spherical shell are 3 centimeters, 5 centimeters respectively. It is melted and recast into a solid cylinder of diameter 14 centimeters. Find the height of the cylinder. Also find the total surface area of the cylinder. Now this is the figure given. A spherical shell is melted into a cylinder. You can see the spherical shell. It's having an inner radius as 3 centimeters, outer radius as 5 centimeters, and it is now melted into a cylinder which is giving you a radius of 7 centimeters, and the height is which we have to find out. Then volume of the spherical shell is equal to volume of the cylinder. For this half mark, volume of spherical shell, internal radius is equal to R is equal to 3 centimeters. External radius is equal to capital R, which is equal to 5 centimeters. So 4 marks for actually all this you're having. So volume of spherical shell is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube minus capital R cube minus 4 by 3 pi r cube, which is equal to 4 by 3 pi into r cube minus r cubed. So you're getting the answer for this as 4 by 3 pi into 125 minus 27, which is equal to 4 by 3 into pi into 98. We'll be using this again, so I've left it here. So it will be easy for calculation. So for this you're having half mark. All this information, if you write down, you're going to get 1 mark. Then volume of the cylinder which you're having, you can take this as also half mark. This is half mark here. So totally you're having for this questions 2, 3, 4, yeah. So 4 marks for this. So then volume of the cylinder is, for what are the different values given for the cylinder, we'll see. Volume of cylinder given, diameter is 14 centimeters, radius is r is equal to 7 centimeters, height is 8 centimeters. We have to find out the height of that. Volume of cylinder is pi r square h is the formula. So putting in that, you're getting 4 into pi into 7 square into h, which is 49 pi h. Now volume of spherical shell is equal to volume of cylinder, which implies that you're getting here 4 pi by 3 into 98 is equal to 49 pi h. So just cancelling out all the values, you're getting there h is equal to 8 by 3 centimeters, that is 2.66 centimeters, but we have written it as 8 by 3, so that we'll be using, because we have to find out even the total surface area. So total surface area of the cylinder is equal to 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square, so which is equal to 2 pi r into h plus r. For this also you're having half mark because you're writing the formula. Then substituting all the values, you know what is h, what is r, all those for the cylinder. So 2 into 22 by 7 into 7 into 8 by 3 plus 7, 7 is getting cancelled. So 44 into 8 plus 21 by 3, which is 44 plus 29 by 3. So the final answer which you're getting is 425.33 centimeter square. So this is the total surface area of the cylinder. Next, going into the the 12th one, you are given 2 choices are there. So there you are having, prove that the angle between the 2 tangents drawn from an external point to a circle is supplementary to the angle subtended by the line segment joining the points of contact to the center. So this is a choice one. So for this figure you are having 1 mark. So P and PB are 2 tangents drawn from an external point P to a circle with center O. To prove that angle AOB plus angle APB is equal to 180 degrees. Now join OA and OB, that's the construction part. The tangent at any point of the circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. So we know that therefore angle OAP is equal to angle OBP, which is equal to 90 degrees. So that we have written here. For that also you are having half mark. And for even the tangent at any point of the circle is perpendicular to the radius to the point of contact, for that also you are having half mark. Now adding equation 1 and equation 2, we get angle OAP plus angle OBP is equal to 180 degrees. So now in quadrilateral AOBP, you are having angle, all the four angles you are adding. That is angle PAO, this is the first angle, this angle plus this angle plus this angle plus this angle, all the four angles if you are adding, that is angle PAO plus angle AOB plus angle OBP plus angle BPA, we are getting it as equal to 360 degrees. So which implies we have to prove that angle AOB plus angle AOB plus this is equal to 180 degrees. So now we are having that angle OAP plus angle OBP is nothing but equal to 180 degrees. So 180 degrees plus these two sum is equal to 360 degrees, which we have to find out. So therefore it implies that if you take 180 that side, you are getting angle APB plus angle AOB is equal to 360 minus 180 degrees, which is equal to 180 degrees. So therefore hence it is, this is 1 mark, 2 marks, 3 marks, and for the figure you are having 1 mark. So totally 4 marks. Now we'll go into what is the choice. So what is the second one? You are having two tangents TP and TQ are drawn to a circle with center O from an external point T. Prove that angle PTQ is equal to 2 angle OPQ. Now this is a choice question, the second choice. So according to the problem, you are given that a circle with center O, an external point T and two tangents TP and TQ to the circle where P and Q are points of contact. So we are having the center O, we are having an external point T and two tangents are drawn to the circle, that is TP and TQ. So we have to prove that angle PTQ is equal to 2 OPQ. So therefore now you are having that let angle PTQ be equal to PTQ be equal to theta. So from this if you write this as theta, so therefore TP is equal to TQ. This is also given to us. For what is given you are having half mark. For what is to be proved we are having half mark. So from this proof part here you are having this as angle PTQ is equal to theta, therefore TP is equal to TQ, because since the tangents drawn from an external point are equal. Now PTQ is an isosceles triangle. Why is it an isosceles triangle? Because angles opposite to equal sides are equal. That is this, if you take it as x and this, these two sides are, angles are equal. So therefore you can write this as PTQ is an isosceles triangle, which implies that angle TPQ plus is equal to angle TQP. Now because it is an isosceles triangle, the sum of three angles if you take, that is x plus theta is equal to 180 degrees. That is, I have written this as x, means it is 2 into angle TPQ is equal to 180 minus angle PTQ, and we know that angle PTQ we have written here as theta. So therefore half into 180 minus theta, which is equal to 90 minus theta by 2. So therefore you are getting here, but angle OPT is equal to 90 degrees since radius is perpendicular to the tangent. Therefore angle OPQ is equal to what we have, angle OPT minus angle OPT minus angle TPQ, isn't it? If you minus this, you have, if in order to find out this angle, this bigger angle minus this smaller angle, that is x. Okay, so therefore if you take this angle OPT minus angle TPQ, you will get what is angle OPQ. So that only we have written here. So angle OPQ is equal to OPT minus angle TPQ, which is equal to 90 minus theta by 2. So 90 minus 90 plus theta by 2 means you are getting this 90 cancel. So which is angle OPQ is equal to half into theta. Theta is nothing but PTQ. So it is angle PTQ is equal to 2 OPQ, which is the part which we have to prove, therefore hence proved. So having here 1, 2, 3 and so totally half mark. We are having 4 marks for this. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Next, going into the case study problem. In case study 1, trigonometry is in the form of triangulation forms the basis of navigation, whether it is by land, sea or air. GPS, a radio navigation system, helps to locate our position on earth with the help of satellites. A guard stationed at the top of a 240-meter tower observed an unidentified boat coming towards it. A clinometer or inclinometer is an instrument used for measuring angles or slopes, that is tilts. So the guard used the clinometer to measure the angle of depression of the boat coming towards the lighthouse and found it to be 30 degrees. So you have to find out 2 over here. So here for what we have given marks also it's given. Lighthouse of Mumbai Harbour, picture credits, times of India travel. So for this is the lighthouse. So guard is over this, station at the top of this 240 meters tower and is observing an unidentified boat which is coming from the other side, so towards it. So make a label figure on the basis of the given information and calculate the distance of the boat from the foot of the observation tower. After 10 minutes, the guard observed that the boat was approaching the tower and its distance from tower is reduced by 240 into root 3 minus 1 meters. Immediately raised the alarm. What was the new angle of depression of the boat from the top of the observation tower? So now a labeled figure for this you are having marks over here. So given that the height of the lighthouse is 240 meters, hence AC is equal to 240 meters. I have drawn both the first part and the second part both in the same figure. You can draw it separately also. So hence AC is equal to 240 meters and angle of depression of the boat is 30 degrees. So angle PAB is equal to 30 degrees. Since angle of depression is equal to angle of elevation, therefore angle ABC is equal to 30 degrees. So now this is the part which is given. For this we are having 1 mark. Now we need to find distance between boat and tower. So that is, we have to find out what is BC. So in right angle triangle ABC, tan B is equal to opposite side by adjacent side, which is equal to tan B means tan 30 is equal to AC by BC. So 1 by root 3 is equal to 240 by, so it is tan 30 is equal to 1 by root 3, which is 240 by BC, which implies that BC is equal to 240 by root 3 meters. For this you are having 1 mark, which is good get. After 10 minutes, the guard observed that the boat was approaching the tower and its distance from the tower is reduced by 240 into root 3 minus 1 meters. So he raised an alarm. So we have to see it is approaching from to B to D, it has approached, and this part is nothing but it's equal to 240. It's given as 240 into root 3 minus 1. It has covered so much distance. So after 10 minutes from the tower is reduced by 240 into root 3 minus 1 meters. So let the boat be now at point D. since distance of tower is reduced by 240 into root 3 minus 1 meters, BD is equal to 240 into root 3 minus 1 into root 3 minus 1. This is the part which we have written here. Now what is DC? We'll find out. You are having tan D is equal to angle here. Here you are having, hence BD is equal to 240 into root 3 minus 1 meters. Let angle of depression of both now be theta. So therefore angle PAD is equal to theta. That means angle of depression is equal to angle of elevation, which means that angle ADC is equal to theta. Now what is CD equal to? CD is equal to nothing but it is equal to BC minus BD. So now you are having BC is equal to, we have found it out to be 240 root 3. So therefore you are getting it as 240 root 3. CD is equal to 240 root 3 minus 240 into root 3 minus 1. So you are having totally CD is equal to nothing but CD is equal to 240. This is 240 root 3. We found out BC to be equal to 240 root 3, the whole thing. So therefore you are getting this as equal to 240 meters, that is CD. So in right triangle ABC you are having tan D is equal to opposite side by adjacent side, that is AC by DC. So tan theta is equal to 240 by 240, which is equal to 1. Therefore theta is equal to 45 degrees. Thus the required angle of depression is 45 degrees. Case study 2. Push-ups are a fast and effective exercise for building strength. These are helpful in almost all sports including athletics. While the push-up primarily targets the muscles of the chest, arms and shoulders, support required from other muscles helps in toning up the whole body. Nitesh wants to participate in the push-up challenge. He can currently make 3000 push-ups in 1 hour, but he wants to achieve a target of 3900 push-ups in 1 hour, for which he practices regularly. So here our first term is 3000, it's an AP, and the last term is 3900, and he is able to make 5 more push-ups in 1 hour. So every 1 hour from 3000 it's going to 3005, 3010 and so on. So if on first day of practice he makes 3000 push-ups and continues to practice regularly till his target is achieved, keeping the above situation in mind, answer the following questions. So form an AP representing the number of push-ups per day and hence find the minimum number of days he needs to practice before the day his goal is accomplished. And the second one, find the total number of push-ups performed by Nitesh up to the day his goal is achieved. Push-ups here done, we'll just see. So given that Nitesh does 3000 push-ups on the first day, then 5 more each day. So number of push-ups done by him each day is 3000, 3005, 3010, 3015 and so on. And he needs to achieve the target of 3900 push-ups. So AP formed is 3000, 3005, 3010, 3015, 3020 and so on. So 3900 is the last term. So A is equal to 3000, D is equal to 3005 minus 3000, which is 5. The common difference. The last term, that is L, is equal to AN is equal to 3900. We need to find the minimum number of days he needs to practice before the day his goal is accomplished. Thus we need to find N. We know that AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. Putting A is equal to 3000, D is equal to 5, AN is equal to 3900 in the formula, we get 3900 is equal to 3000 plus N minus 1 into 5. So bring in 3000 this side, you are getting 900 is equal to 5N minus 5. Or you can take out 5 common. So 5N is equal to 905. Or you can bring the 5 this side and do it. So getting 5N is equal to 905. 905 by 5, which is equal to 181. So now we need to find the minimum number of days he needs to practice before the day his goal is accomplished. So 1 day before the minimum number of days he needs to practice. So the day before his goal is accomplished. So it is nothing but 180 days. Since he accomplished his goal on the 181st day, minimum days before his goal is accomplished is 180 days. Now we need to find out Sn, that is, we need to find out the number of total push-ups he has done. So for the sum, we use the formula S is equal to 1 by 2 into A plus L. So we know what is A. It is equal to 3000, N is equal to 181, L is equal to 3900, where A is the first term and L is the last term. S is equal to 181 by 2, 3000 plus 3900. So it is equal to 181 by 2 into 6900. You're getting S is equal to 624,450 push-ups he is doing. So Nitish performs total of 624,450 push-ups. So total marks for this you're having 1 mark. For the formula for Sn, that is finding the sum, 1 mark. For 180 days, that is the goal before the minimum number of days before his goal is accomplished, half mark. Then what is N, we find out, for that you get half mark. Then 1 mark for writing the whole thing. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 marks total. So this is about the sample paper of